A very good morning to you. Welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. And I can already tell you I've got an epic lineup for today's flying session. So, with that said, let's get across to today's show notes. Number one is a massive thank you to you. In short, we've got the EFX manual. We'll be taking a look at that one in a moment. Goop in Australia, the Mini Drak will have an update on. A little quick note for the Vector for Nitsu. Well done, Jeff, as well. You might be able to tell on the screen why I'm saying well done. And the main topic of today is that it should be, in inverted commas, a Maiden day. So we'll see, and you'll find out more about that in a few moments' time. So Daft One, audio's fantastic. Thank you ever so much, ladies and gents. I really do appreciate that. So let's jump straight into Shout Out Corner. So if you are on the live versions, say howdy, say good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Let's see who we've got on. Scrolling up, good morning Kev, good morning Tyler, good morning Marco, good morning Lauren, good morning Riff, good morning Anthony, Nobilis, Gordon, Anthony as well, I think I've said that twice, and anybody else who's on, do say howdy and I'll pick you up in the live chat in a few moments time. So let's get back to the main screen. So number one is a massive thank you. In short, the the Facebook group has been and topped a nice little milestone of 600 cool pilots like me and you. So welcome aboard. If you're new in the Facebook group, welcome aboard. As you'll see, it's pretty active, so do expect for it to fill up your Facebook page rather quickly, to say the least. Brilliant. You can meet over 600 cool pilots like me and you in the FaceBalls group. It's great. And if you've not joined the Facebook group, there will be a link to it in the video description after I've done this episode. Just jump across, join button in the right hand corner, and one of us will pick up your request. And good morning, Daniel, as well. Oh, sorry. Good evening from St. Louis. An amazing list of maidens today. We will get to that in very, very shortly. There is, right, on to our next topic. This made me smile this morning. I need to get my tabs sorted out. Jake spotted in the EFXtra manual about the prop being installed backwards, and it says Ask Bruce. It turns out the guys over at Hobby King do have a bit of a sense of humour. Now, if you don't know what that reference is to, is that there is a link, and I'll pop this in the... Ooh, if I put that link in there, it will give you a Facebook warning. Give me a sec. Let me pop that there a moment. And put that in the live version. And good morning, Shane and Heather. Good morning, Wayne. There is a link to that in the live chat. And if you have a look in the Facebook group, there is a Mr. Sir Bruce himself making a point about in the Tundra manual was about turning the propeller around the wrong way round, and that's where that comment came from. So it's nice to see that Hobby King have a sense of humour for that. I did find that most amusing this morning. And I'm trying to catch up with the Facebook group. You guys have been and girls have been very, very busy in there in the last day or so. And those of you which don't know, I wasn't in Bristol yesterday. I had to jump on a train up to Mancunia. And it was a 3-hour trek up there, and it was 3 hours getting back, and I didn't get a seat on the way back, so I had 3 hours of standing up. It was tedious, to say the least. But anyway, we're back in Bristol. Brilliant. Good to be home, put it that way. Right, next topic is those of you which are in Australia. I would like to say a massive hat tip to Stuart. He contacted the makers of Goop, and he's found a list of stores which have Goop available in them, and there's a list of their sites which you can see on the screen. So if you are in Australia and you're perhaps maybe looking for E6000, you can get it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a couple of sites there which you can pick from. So very, Nicely done there, Stuart. I really do appreciate that because, yeah, Goop glue is absolutely fantastic. E6000 is a fantastic substitute if you can't get your hands on some Goop plumbing glue. It's crazy stuff. It is definitely my go-to glue, and if you were here with me for the live mail episode a couple of nights ago, the shortage, or the national shortage of Goop plumbing glue is now over, and I managed to pick myself up 4 tubes a couple of days back, so happy days on that front. Now, moving on to the next topic, which is the Mini Drak. Now, unfortunately I did upset someone by shouting Mini Drak in a previous episode. Sorry, I really couldn't resist. The Mini Drak has been on the workbench this morning. As you can see that she is still in pieces right now. I do have a list of things which I need to do. I need to find a 7x5 propeller and then go and get it balanced. I have reflashed the firmware and factory reset a vector, set that up. I've had that all working, wired up on my desk with an L9R. Now, an L9R is complete overkill for this model, but it's the one which I know it's got epic range on, so that's why I'm using an L9R. I've got the CG point, but I need to mark it on the bottom of the model. The receiver needs to go in, the video transmitter needs to go in. Oh, I've literally just been and done the control horns. As you'll see, that's what I've just been working on here. One thing which I didn't like, what Johnny had done, or the team had done over at Team Legit, is the little magical unicorn horns. If I zoom in a second on there, is that the the actual horn wasn't over the actual hinge itself, so we would have ended up with differential. So I have been and tweaked mine and brought it forwards. You'll also notice that the elevons are now jet black, which I hope you can see in that picture. Yes, in there. I took the elevons off because they didn't have enough of movement for my liking, so I've taken them off. I've covered them with black covering film. I've used sellotape to stick them back on, and I've just literally just been and finished to the point I've just been and put some, got the heat gun out and shrunk on the heat shrink tubing on top of the control horns this morning. So that was my big task out of the way, and as you can see here in the background, I've got the L9R sat in there. I've got the antenna holder on the back. We've got the white RSSI lead to go through. There's a 100 amp ESC in there. The vector power supply unit. I also need to sort out the run cam as well. So I am getting through it, but I do have a bit of an epic list, so it's looking a little bit 50-50 if I'm going to get it ready for flying this morning. So that's the Mini Drak update. It does look absolutely fantastic. And I'm just checking out. Good evening, Ian. And good morning, Roderick, as well. Apologies, I've missed your chat going on here in the background. Yeah, L9R for the win. Brilliant. Brilliant, because we know that they will go for several kilometres, but no intentions of doing anything like that, of course, here in the United Kingdom. Now, there is a little note here for Nitsu. Let me just jump to the Facebook group. We were having a chat about the Eagle Tree Vector this morning. So this one's just for Nitsu. In short, is that when it comes to setting up the Eagle Tree Vector, is that you set it up as you would do for like a normal model. So you set up throttle, ailerons, elevator, and rudder as your output mixes in whatever order which makes sense to you. Okay, so for me, it's throttle, ailerons, elevator, rudder, because that makes sense for me. Like with the model, you have the throttle, so you have the engine at the front, then you have the ailerons, then you have the elevator, and then you have the rudder. So I'd use TAER. Some of you may use ailerons, elevator, throttle, and then rudder. Depends on what your background is. I'm relatively new to this, so TAER makes kind of sense for me. Now, with that said, you have those set as your mixes, and then you go through your receiver, setup wizard, and then just make sure it's working fine. That's happy days. Then you actually take the propeller off the model, you power on the vector, and then just make sure the surfaces work as you expect. Now, obviously, if you've been chosen a flying wing, is that the vector will do the mixing for you. You don't do the mixing in the Tyrannus or in your transmitter. You do your mix it. The vector does the mixing for you, and that includes V-tail mixing. So, for example, like the Mini Talon and the Clouds, for example, the key point here is the vector does the mixing for you, and then what you do is make sure you set up your mode switch so that one of them is stabilize mode. Click into stabilize mode, and then what you want to do, if it's a flying wing, and it's the same as like I'll use the example as a flying wing. So if you dip the nose down, okay, you're expecting the elevons, both elevons, to come up, and of course on a fixed wing model that would the elevator would come back at the back. If that doesn't happen, what you then do is go back to your transmitter, switch the elevator channel, so you reverse it. You go across to your servos tab, and then go to, in my case for the elevator, it would be 3. So I go across to channel 3, reverse the little arrow, then go back through the setup wizard again, and then go back and make sure when you put the nose down, the elevons come up, and then when you put the, is that right? So if the nose has gone down, you want to come up, yep. And then if you bring the nose up, the elevons go down, so it stabilizes that. And then of course, then you go on and do your left and right as well. So it's a little bit strange to set it up, but basically you make your transmitter match what the vector does. The vector rules, not the transmitter. So it's a little bit odd, and it's caught me out a few times before. So I hope that helps as well. Next topic is, 7 Demo 7's just been turned up. So yes, this is actually a big shout out to Jeff from 7 Demo 7 for his speed attempts. Now, of course, I'm sure Jeff's going to have a video out on this one very shortly. I cannot wait to go and see it myself. Happy days, and very, very well done, Jeff. Well done indeed. Now on to our last topic for this morning, which is it's Maiden Day. So I don't think this isn't going to be like a normal Maiden Day, because there's quite a few models to get Maiden. The first one is that we have the white EPP Edge 540. Doesn't weigh anything, and all I've got to, I need to put that on my list as well. Control rods Edge 540. The last thing to do on the Edge 540 is make glow up the the aileron push rods. I need to do that. I think I also need to do the rudder or the elevator control rod as well. So that one's really, really close. The Reflex, so the TBRC Reflex 38, she is ready to be maidened. That's already been set up, and I know I hit the CG with the batteries, which I'm using. So that's happy days. We also have the Apex to be properly maidened this time, now that Matt remembers to turn down the blooming rates on it, because it was all over the shop, so we need to sort that one out. Fingers crossed we will have the Mini Drak ready in time. And of course the EFXtra Maiden Day. Now, it's still sat here on my desk. I do need to go and get this one wired up for the video transmitter, and we'll be taking that one out for a spank. Now, if I had more time, I would also get the big Edge 540, which is actually sat on the opposite side of that chair. I've got a big Seagull, this big plywood and balsa model, and that one's just been converted to electric from IC. If I had a little bit more time, we would be chucking that one in the car as well for a damn good spank around. So yeah, if I had more time, we would be doing 6 maidens potentially today. But right now, I've got a list of stuff to get done, so I can take some of these models out. I will give you like an early warning if I can't get the Mini Drak to a state where I'm happy with it this morning, then she won't be taken out. I won't be taking her out. The weather tomorrow does look pretty fantastic here in the United Kingdom of not wetness. It's almost like the United Kingdom of warmness at the moment. We've got 10 degrees C today. We do have a little bit of wind for about 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow does look a little bit better, to be honest, with about half the wind. So if I do need to make a call later this morning. Are we going to go out and do that many maidens with 9 miles an hour wind? Or do I take the extra day, get them all ready so that we can do them all in one go, and then spend a day flying on Friday? I don't know yet, is my honest answer. So it is going to be a day of maidens. And to be frankly honest, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be today or tomorrow. But it will be today or tomorrow because we've got like 5 or 6 models to go and get maidened. Happy days, happy days. Now, I will be keeping any updates made in the Facebook group. So as we get some frills and hopefully no spills, is that I will keep you updated in the Facebook group on how they're going. I'm sure Andrew, which I'm going up flying with, will be taking some video footage as well while we're at it. Yeah, it should be a pretty damn cool day. If it's not today, it will be tomorrow, and it all kind of hinges on the Mini Drak. If I don't feel that I can get the Mini Drak over the line in time, then I may pull out and go flying tomorrow instead. So yeah, crazy stuff. Good morning, Tom, as well. Yeah, what an awesome group of planes to Maiden. Yeah, I can't wait either. I don't know whether I record it all in one go or do separate maidens. I don't know. Well, we'd have maidens for a week. Literally, almost an entire week of maidens. Brilliant. Yeah, it's crazy times. So with that said, I do need to shoot on. Like I said, I've got a big list of stuff here to get done to try and make a dent in this Mini Drak to get flying. Again, remember, I was out of the office for the entirety of yesterday. I think I got up at, I know I got up at 6 o'clock yesterday morning, and I didn't get back home till about 8:15. So it was quite an exhausting day, to say the least. So to quickly recap today's RC Coffee Chat topics. Number 1 was a thank you to everybody who's been joined in the Facebook group. Literally, there are over 600 nutters like me and you. And if you're not joined yet, I will update the video description with a link to the Facebook group. Just press the join in the top right hand corner, and one of us will pick up your request later this morning. The EFXtra manual, someone at Hobby King definitely does have a sense of humour. I did post the link in the video description, and brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh, a massive hat tip to Stuart for finding out suppliers of Goop and E6000 in Australia. Really do appreciate that one. Thank you for that, Stuart, and sharing that information with everybody in the Facebook group as well. The Mini Drak, we saw that she is coming along, but it's all still in pieces right now. I am on the home straight. What I'm going to be doing in a moment. I'll get the wings on. I'll get the vertical stabilizers in. I'll place everything in there where I think it needs to go. Put a battery in, stuff a rum cam in the front, and see if we hit CG or not, and then make any alterations as needed before I go and stick or cable tie or weld anything down in the model. I need to make sure she hits CG, and I know where the CG point is, and I will be making her a little bit nose heavy as well. And yeah, brilliant, really looking forward to it. She doesn't really need a vector in there, but as we discussed, I think it was on Tuesday, it's a lot of money invested in a model. The vector can get me home if I need it. Obviously it does add like an additional challenge for a Maiden, because we need to get her trimmed in and then incorporate the trims, then go through and make sure that the return to home works and things like that. But if something does go pear-shaped, click, click, return to home, she comes home. So yeah, it is an extra couple of steps to go through, but in my book, they are well worth the extra couple of steps to go through to ensure that a model like the Mini Drak, if for whatever reason, she does come home. So yeah, quite a few challenges, and that's what my build bench looks like at the moment. It's a bit of a mess. There's tools all over the shop. Just trying to get it done. I'll leave you to read what's going on in the chat there in the background. The other topic which we discussed is definitely a well done Jeff. So Jeff, Well done. Ragged the nuts off that one, fella. Absolutely brilliant. We then had a note over the Eagle Tree Vector for Nitsu. Yeah, just follow those steps and remember it's all about the vector, not the transmitter. You make your transmitter match what the vector is doing. Okay, that's the most important thing. And of course, just do one set of surfaces at a time and then tweak them as needed. And you tweak your transmitter as needed, and you'll need to go back through the setup wizard in the vector. It does take a couple of minutes to do that, but it's better than you having like a model like I had in my hands, which was the XUAV clouds doing that, stalling and coming back down. That was a scary Maiden, to say the least, because Plonker here didn't go through those steps thoroughly enough. And if you're not sure, do go and check with a fellow pilot or get someone else to check it for you as well, for your setup. And then the last topic for today is Maiden Day. We've got an Edge 540, we've got a Reflex 38 race wing, we've got an Apex to get remade today because somebody screwed up the original Maiden, to say the least. Fingers crossed we will have the Mini Drak, and of course the EFXtra as well. Now, like I said, I will keep you updated in the Facebook group. Right now, it really is like 50-50 on the edge whether I'm going to be going flying today or not. It's not going to be like another 2 hours whether I know that whether it's going to go down today or if it's going to go down tomorrow. I don't know. I just genuinely don't know. I've got so much to get on with. So I'm going to go back to the build bench and see if I can get this little beauty over the line. I still have a collection of like soldering to get done for the EFXtra. And of course the Edge 540 needs some work. The big Edge 540 also needs some work too. I need to go, in short. So on that note, from myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for joining me this morning for today's RC Coffee Chat. If you have any questions about anything which we've been and covered today, remember you can ask in the comment section underneath this video. And if you're not subscribed yet and this is your first time here, honestly, it's not like this every day. I don't normally get 5, potentially 6 models to Maiden in one like flying session. So today's kind of unique in what's going on. And if you're interested, the Facebook group, I will keep that updated. And of course, if it is your first time here as well, welcome aboard. Don't forget to press the subscribe button underneath this video, because we do hold these RC coffee chats pretty much every single morning at 6 a.m. here in the United Kingdom of Wetness. So on that note, from myself, Matt, it is time for me to go. I'm off to the build bench. Thank you ever so much for joining me, and I shall see you probably in the Facebook group later this morning. Cheerios! Bye-byes!